Community Beacon, Fridays at 6:30 EST, with your hosts Michael Seville and Joel Simmons. A channel whose focus is liberty. A place where the lessons discussed and taught will create openings to a more open and freer mindset. A mindset where you may reach the height of your potential and excel. Here are your hosts, Mike and Joel.
What is going on? What is going on, brother? I'm a little dark over here. We done came up. We getting applause. We get applauses now. Oh my gosh, guys! Shouts out to the producer for this show, and doing double duty. We got double duty, guys. I'm Mike Seville, real estate here in South Florida. You see the sign in the background. You see the number in the background. Your co-host here on Community Beacon, which we tune in each and every Fridays at 6:30. And then, of course, on the other side of the screen, we got the co-host with the most. We got Mr. Joe with the Tenacity Foundation. My brother from another mother that's doing double duty. He is doing production and he is doing co-hosting and probably a bunch of other things. But I think when we met, I always said you were like one of the hardest working people that I have ever known in my life. And I'm Jamaican, so it says a lot. Like, there's no lazy people in this camp. I try not to be around lazy people. So when anyone catches my is on my radar for like, man, that's a hardworking person. That it means more than just, he's just a hardworking person. He's a hardworking man, family man. A pastor, man of God. I'm telling you, and it's only God that can allow someone to move at that, and someone who's moving within their purpose. That's the only way that you can actually do that for as long as he has. And I've known the brother for over 10 years, guys. So it's never stopped. It's never stopped. So I always like to throw the brother flowers from time to time. That's definitely the flowers I want to throw for him. We have a quick episode for you guys today. Lots of things going on. I'm just glad that we were able to get this show going and get this on the road. We do our best to make sure that we get this new show out each and every Friday at 6:30. So really quickly, guys, Mondays, 9 o'clock, housekeeping. Remember, like, subscribe, share. I'm going into Mondays at 9 o'clock. I do what it takes. People, check out the show, What It Takes. I'm going over how you can actually implement and execute in a business. This is free tips. And not only is it free tips, you get a chance to ask me questions about not just theory, but things that I'm doing in my business to make it successful, as well as people who are around me. I am only around top performers. Whenever any room that I walk into, I try to make sure that I am learning from the top people in the rooms. I don't shy away from it. So I've been around. I've been able to see a lot of things, guys. Check out What It Takes, Mondays, 9 o'clock. Of course, on Wednesdays, it starts with who? It starts with me. Nothing more important than understanding and knowing that. And there's nothing more important than you probably should be doing than tuning into that show at 12:30 or catching it at some time. It's on YouTube. It's every Wednesday. Brother, who are you interviewing this Wednesday?
Appreciate it, man. Oh man, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a great time. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what. Y'all be there on Wednesday. I'm gonna leave it like that. I want y'all to come on out and see for yourself. You're not going to get a chance to know who's coming right now. I'm gonna leave. It's going to be a spoiler. It'll be a spoiler alert. You are going to be so excited. So just show up 12:30. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, I guarantee. All right.
If he guaranteed it, then you're gonna love it. Guys, on Fridays, we culminate our weeks with Community Beacon. 6:30 each and every Friday. One thing I was listening to it, and it's our mission statement. If you hear that lovely young lady's voice at the beginning of the show, it's Anna, and she speaks our mission statement for Community Beacon. And as I was listening to it today, I heard her say that, our mindset coming in with an open mindset. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, and it's so paramount and it's so important. And these are some of the things that we've been speaking about over the past 2 to 3 weeks about having that open mindset in regards to communication. Definitely that'll heighten our relationships in business, etc. Definitely you want your knowledge, you're coming in with knowledge, etc. You're trying to receive knowledge. That's why it's so important for you to be open to it. And then one of the first things that we spoke about was getting our processes together. So over the last couple of weeks for this month of October, that's exactly what we're talking about. We kind of broke it down into process, communication, and knowledge. 3 paramount things for your business and towards your personal life. Last week, if you didn't get a chance to catch that episode, I think you should go back and check it out. It was a very passionate episode because it was very important about being open. And so, brothers, I know last week was like last year for you. What were some of the things that you recall from this month, or certain things that's sitting on your mind in regards to, making a meaningful and successful relationship or business, which is almost the same to me?
Yeah, man, I love that you just mentioned that, the process, communication, knowledge, and how all of those things are important. One of those things that, I just kind of I was taken back again was something that you had mentioned when you were talking about critical thinking, open-mindedness and critical thinking. Critical thinking is something that I believe all of us need to utilize and we need to apply ourselves to. But the thing about that is, in order for you to have critical thinking, you have to have like this open mind. You have to have this mindset where you are willing to really, open yourself up to the possibilities, to the realm of understanding. Hey, listen, maybe I don't have everything. Maybe I don't know it all. What I've learned is good, but if I can simply be open-minded, then I may be able to learn something from this. And I think that that's important. Being able to learn something is very important, especially when it comes down to, relationships. Here's a relationship between Mike and myself, and we got this relationship where we're both, juggling different types of things that are going on. But the greatest thing that we have is our communication and our willingness to be open-minded.
Absolutely. I would venture to say that the reason why this show has gone on for so long, and here's the thing, a lot of people can't necessarily have things that go on long term, especially when they're busy, because just logistics wise, like it's so easy to just say, you know what, this just ain't worth. It's not. The timing is just not there. Right. Like we can easily make an excuse, like, it's just not that time for this thing to happen, or this isn't working out, et cetera, et cetera. But because we understood that, the awareness of knowing that, hey, we're busy, we know what it takes in order, we know what we have going on within our lives. Once again, both family men, both hard workers, both running successful businesses. So for that reason, it's like it's an over communication at that point. Like we have an over communication to where it's and the openness to understand that this other person is busy, just like I'm busy at times, guys. So it's uber important that when you come into this, into getting into business, or even into being in relation with someone, is that you're open. Okay, Mike, you keep saying open. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked, guys. I'm glad you asked. One of the ways that we can be open, and I spoke about this on the last show. There's 3 things, and you can go back and look at what it takes. I spoke about it as well. As one of the things is being just out of sheer love. Me and the brother have a lot of love for each other, so that breaks down a lot of things for us, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is just having empathy. Okay, so if you can't have this huge amount of love, which we do have for each other, we've been through a lot, is to have the empathy for the other person. You know, I need to understand, like, what exactly is going on. How does the brother feel about it, and how can I contribute to it? How can I support? But I only can support once I come with an open and understanding by saying, like, listen, I know everything that he has going on. I know he's a hard-working guy. I know that he's always moving. So it's like, it's important for me to have that for him. Like, and if you can't have that in business or relationship, I think you might have to just give it up. Right. So you have to come in with being that, once again, if you got to have love. Love is good. I think love solves everything overall. Number one, it's like love is everything. But some of us can't get to that point, you know, or in our minds, we feel like we can't get to that point. So the second thing, once again, is just to have that empathy for the person. You know what I mean? So that's huge and paramount. I know, brother, you got a lot going on. You might have to check out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check out. That's what it seems like it's going to look like for today. But yeah. I want to add just in this little bit right here, you know, that love and empathy. I think that's really, I think you use the word paramount. I agree with that. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because right now we're living inside of a society where more people feel like they're not accepted into the society than I've seen in many, many years, right? Our young people are feeling as if they're not accepted, right? And when I start looking at it, I see it's disparaging because, you know, all of us that have children and all of us that care about youth, we want to see them grow and we want to see them be able to bond and get stronger and become the next generation to take us to the fullness of whatever it needs to be in 20, 40 years. There's a lot of mixed messages that are going on all over the place. Freedom of speech is always going to be a good thing, and I fight for my freedom of speech. However, there's a lot of speech that's happening right now that it just seems like maybe it shouldn't be happening, right? So when you see something like that.
Yeah, I know the brother's moving. And I love he's getting to the point. Let me take up on go ahead, brother. I see you back.
Yeah. No, I mean, and so what I'm getting at is that when it comes down to meaningful and successful business and relationships, we have to bridge those gaps. And in order for us to do that, I believe that we need to focus more on this. It's called EPR. We've brought this up before in a different one of our talks. EPR stands for encouragement, praise, recognition. Absolutely. I believe that we need to do more EPR within our youth, within our siblings, within our peers, within those that are, you know, upward in business, as well as our family. We need to show more respect, and we need to encourage people to do greater things inside of society. Thereby, you know, I'm imploring to be empathetic, you know, to help push people up rather than continue to pull people down and separate people. So I think that right there helps all of us to influence a more meaningful and successful business and relationship.
I love it, brother. I love it. And like I said, I know the brother has to go. And we'll end it. This is gonna be real quick. Is that we need to come when you're having these successful relationships, etc. I think communication overall, it seemed like it trumped everything in regards to this conversation. And this is an excellent time for us to have it in regards to communication. Communication also comes with, you can't come into being open-minded, not necessarily, and not be disingenuous. You know, so you can't be disingenuous. And number two, the brother spoke about before, was talking about critical thinking. We have to be able to challenge ideals or bring up certain truths. If certain truths are happening, we should be able to open up and have a dialogue about it, guys. So, you know, that's it. I think real quick show. We're 15 minutes in. We appreciate you for checking in. It's tough to get this thing happening. I'm just glad that we did get it to happen, brother.
And I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
All right.
hey, let's go ahead and close it out then. Listen, from us here in Community Beacon to you all out there, we love you. We thank you. We're very grateful for you. Hey, just remember us. Remember us. All right. Let's get out of here, brother.